If I can ask for Jeff Kelly to please come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Victor. À mon tour, bienvenue tout le monde. Ma collègue Dominique Anglade, on est dans votre comté. C'est toujours un plaisir de travailler ensemble. My good friend Tom Mulcair, who is a constituent in my riding, so I have to be especially nice to. Mayor Coderre, and Christine Zachary-Diom. This is about the third or fourth time this month we've been together. And before starting to talk, I just would like to congratulate both the Mohawks of Kahnawake and the mayor and making sure that there's a First Nations presence in the 375th anniversary is something that's very important to all Montrealers. So thank you very much for what you're doing. This is sacred ground, as we've said before. It is something that's very, very important. The event today has even special meaning because of all the headlines in the last few days. But I think it's something very important that there may be a silver lining to all of this because it might provoke us to get to a solution. I think that's something that Fergus, Victor, we've been talking about for quite a while, and if this is the catalyst that we need to come to a solution for a dignified and respectful way to respect the ground here and the people who lost their lives here, I think that's something that some good may come of this. Je veux souligner la présence du président de TransÉnergie d'Hydro-Québec, Marc Boucher, qui est en arrière. Marc Boucher from Hydro-Quebec is here. I spoke with him and he promised me he'll do a crash course in Irish community history. So Donovan, you have your work cut out for you and everything else, but he's all ears, and he, much as the mayor said, I think everyone wants to find a solution. Victor, you invited us to include a little bit of the personal. In my family history, it's a bit the other side of the story. My great-great-grandfather, Dr. William Scott, was one of the first professors of medicine at McGill University, and drew some respect because he came down to the sheds at his own personal risk, like everybody else, to try to do their best. Medicine in 1847 wasn't medicine in 2017, but Dr. William Scott was someone who tried his very best to comfort those people who were ailing here. His grandson went on to form a political party called the New Democratic Party that I think Tom Mulcair knows something about. So that's my personal connection to this site. But we must commemorate it, and I was very taken, I think about 3 weeks ago, the Taysuk Enda Kenny was here, and he made a magnificent speech. And one of the points that he made was, in the 19th century, the Irish were the Syrians of the day. They were the people who were fleeing terrible conditions in their home country, arrived on the shores of North America, and were well received, and who have gone on, and I think we only have to look at Montreal and its history to see the important contribution the Irish have made to this city. So when we see the refugees today from, I think there's something like 65 million refugees in the world today, I think it's a reminder to all of us once again to open up our hearts. These are people who can come to our shores, who can make important contributions, and I think it's once again an appeal to our generosity comme société. Alors, merci beaucoup pour votre présence ici aujourd'hui. L'enjeu est très important. Moi, je suis certain, avec la bonne volonté de la ville, avec Hydro-Québec, avec le gouvernement du Québec, Dominique et moi va travailler avec notre collègue Pierre Arcan pour s'assurer qu'on a une solution digne à la mémoire des personnes qui sont enterrées ici. Thank you very much.